Hey, good Saturday morning, everybody. It is May the 10th, and I'm Chris Allen here with your 270 weather. Weather for the 270 area code and beyond. We've got some sun out there today, and I think today is going to be a fairly quiet day. There's a little bit of a breeze. You'll notice there are a few clouds around, but any kind of rainfall is going to hold off. And even for Mother's Day, much of it is going to hold off until looks like late afternoon and into Sunday evening. Rain will make a comeback, especially Monday and Tuesday. But let's look outside. Here is the live Plano cam, and the current time here 7:40 Central Time. You can see the clouds just kind of drifting through. These are high and mid-level clouds. We will, from time to time, even become mostly cloudy. Yeah, you could say it's mostly cloudy right now, but there's some sun coming through. It's going to be a day in which you see that continual mix of clouds and sunshine, but it's going to be a good day, a really good day. If you need to do anything out in the yard, or maybe you're going to plan a barbecue, or do an early Mother's Day outdoor event, maybe go to the lake, uh, or just get some stuff done around the house. It's going to be a good day to do that. And tomorrow, too, really. But it's going to be, as I said, tomorrow afternoon and evening, we are going to begin to see increasing rain chances. The timing of it is depending on which model you look at. Some are trying to work in some rain early afternoon. Some are trying to push it later in the afternoon for Mother's Day tomorrow. But we'll look at the maps, and we'll take a look at that and see what it's going to show us. Okay, yesterday's high in Bowling Green, 73 at the Bowling Green Airport, 4 degrees cooler than the normal high of 77. The low was 52, and we had, of course, no rainfall for the past 24 hours, and there's nothing out there this morning. Here's a look at radar, and everything's looking just fine. No weather concerns at all, not even close to us. You have to go all the way down into, oh, Alabama, Georgia, Mississippi. You start to see Gulf moisture. That moisture is going to be returning back into Kentucky as we get into the day tomorrow afternoon. But here's a look at those clouds this morning. Satellite showing, yeah, we've got some sun breaking through some of that overcast, but it's mainly cloudy. The further south you go, the cloudier it gets toward Nashville. But further north, you've got some sun breaking through some of that. And that's what we'll see today. Pretty much a mix of clouds and sunshine. The clouds will, of course, win out as that moisture starts to move in. Here's a look at the Kentucky Mesonet numbers as of 7:43 this morning. Current temperatures showing a lot of 50s. We're low to mid 50s here in southern Kentucky. As far as moisture, let's see how close the dew point is to the actual temperature. So we're looking at, we take Bowling Green, that's 53, 54. Dew points are still in the mid 40s. So we have what we call a dew point depression. In other words, the dew points have not met the air temperature. So we're not that saturated with moisture yet. And that's why it's dry. And that's why we have just a lot of clouds. There's a lot of moisture above us that's going to start streaming in today. But at the ground, we're fine. And we're going to be fine today. So humidities are only about 70%. So that's good, but those numbers are going to go up, of course, as we go through the weekend. Winds are primarily out of the east at, say, 5 to 10. There may be an occasional gust of 10 to maybe 15. But the winds primarily today will be out of the east and northeast at about 5 to 10, occasionally breezy up to 15 miles per hour. All right, we'll go to the maps and I'll show you the progression of the moisture that is south of us that is going to come in from that low pressure system. I'll even zoom out a lot more so you can see how it's going to work its way in here. We'll let all the layers build on this map. Here's Bowling Green, where the hand is, and you see the Gulf moisture advancing northward from out of the Gulf. This is the low that was sitting kind of right over us in western Kentucky a few days ago. It went further south and it went all the way down into the Gulf, and now it's coming back. So you can watch the moisture increase. Look at that. It'll start to head north today. This is 1 o'clock this afternoon. Here's 7 o'clock tonight. Rain approaches the Nashville area, just south of Nashville. 1 a.m. tomorrow morning, rain starts to move in across much of Tennessee. Now, a lot of this may not even reach ground at first because of the difference in the air temperature and the dew point. We will still be very dry here in southern Kentucky, and it may take a little bit before the atmosphere becomes saturated enough to actually rain. So we get into Sunday or morning, and there we see the showers across much of Tennessee. But it's not going to be, it looks like, until late afternoon that the rain starts to move in over southern Kentucky, and it's because of a trough or a disturbance, an elongated piece of that low pressure system as it moves north. It's going to take that moisture along that line, that broken line you see there, and that weak upper wave is just going to throw the moisture back our direction. So I think it'll be Sunday afternoon, Sunday night for sure. But what time Sunday afternoon, it's hard to say. I would say if you're going to do anything outdoors, make it mostly morning to maybe mid afternoon, but then late afternoon into the evening, it's definitely going to start raining. We may even get a thunderstorm or two, but especially Monday, here comes our low, and that disturbance is still sitting over us. And look at the coverage of rain. Here's Bowling Green right there, and good coverage of rain. Look at all the people that are going to get rain, and even thunderstorms. I don't see anything severe. This would just be your ordinary rumbles of thunder, flash of lightning, and just a lot of rain. This is Monday morning. Here comes Tuesday morning, and there's the low. The low that was here a few days ago went to the Gulf, picked up moisture, and now coming back to the north. And so it's going to be sitting close to us and cranking out more rain and more thunderstorms on Tuesday. Wednesday, we'll start to see this thing lifting off into the Virginias. Therefore, we'll start to see some drying out back to the west of us. Thursday, yeah, it's going to get out of here. It's going to go up the middle Atlantic and go up that direction. But look at this. This is a warm front. Now, I don't anticipate any activity along the warm front. Sometimes warm fronts have a tendency to pick up moisture and lift it enough to where we get showers and thunderstorms along the leading edge of it. I really don't see that happening here because this is going to be one of those warm fronts that when it comes in, it is really going to warm us up. It is certainly going to feel like summertime, like late summertime by the end of next week. We've got places out here in the plains that are going to hit 90 or even higher for the first time this year, and that may happen to us next Friday. Now, Friday, there is a chance of maybe a scattered or isolated shower or thunderstorm because of a cold front that's back to the west. But that front, that warm front, is really going to set us up to where I think we could hit our first 90-degree day for 2025 next Friday, even with some of the rain showers that are predicted to move in. Um, we look at, of course, the model blender, and I will show you that the numbers, while not showing 90, we do have that potential. Although with some of the models that have come in, there's a little bias. They all agree it's going to be warm, but then as you see here, this is next Friday. Now they're showing 85, but that's when you take all of the models and you put them in a blender, and this is the output. But depending on which model you look at, some are pushing it right to 88, 89, maybe right at 90, but it's only a few models that are doing that. The rest of the models are kind of leaning toward mid 80s. But I'm going to keep it running upper 80s, but that may change. Just know that that may change. We may not hit 90, but I'm going to leave it in my forecast, at least for right now. Today, pleasant 72, 73, down into the 50s, maybe mid 50s tonight, then close to 80 tomorrow, upper 70s. Then we go mid 70s for Monday, Tuesday with the rain that is coming in. Then we hop into the 80s starting Wednesday. And then there's that, the upper 80s Thursday, mid to upper 80s, maybe hitting 90 next Friday. Next weekend looks low 80s, upper 70s to low 80s for the start of the following week as we get deeper into May. Looking at the 7-day forecast, as I posted on the News 40 weather app, WNKY.com, and on News 40 at 5, 6, and 10 last night. 72 today, mix of sun and clouds, mainly cloudy, but you're going to see sun like you're seeing right now, just kind of filtered through the clouds. 78 for Mother's Day, and much of the day, I still believe much of the day will be dry tomorrow, but it's in the afternoon that we'll start to see some showers moving in from Tennessee. So if you live on or near the Tennessee border, south of Bowling Green, you're more likely to get showers working its way in during the mid afternoon or even early afternoon tomorrow. So plan accordingly. Now, Monday and Tuesday are going to be your heaviest rain days, showers, thunderstorms likely. 76 Monday, 77 Tuesday. I don't foresee any severe weather. This would just be your garden variety, rumbles of thunder, flash of lightning, rain, nothing else. No strong storms, no severe storms. I don't foresee that. It's going to be just what I just told you. Should be. 82 Wednesday, less of a chance of a shower. These will then become more isolated to widely scattered, and mainly during the afternoon hours with daytime heating. And that's when that warm front starts to move in. And that's going to heat us up from 82 Wednesday to 88 Thursday with a chance of a shower. And then I'm going to leave that 90. I'm going to leave that 90 right where it sits next Friday. Could be the very first day we hit 90 this year. May not happen, but I'm going to go with it for now and leave it where it is. Okay. You guys have a great weekend. Take advantage of the dry weather and the very nice temperatures and the low humidity, and get outside and do something. Spruce up for spring. There you go. And for Mother's Day, too. And from me, I wish all the moms out there very happy Mother's Day. I hope it's a blessed one. I hope you enjoy your day. In the meantime, have a great weekend. I'll see you back here tomorrow morning for Mother's Day with an update of your 270 weather. Thanks for watching, and God bless.